On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Kevin Durant, you should have never left California.
This Brownsexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no. Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Yeah. Who says no one should talk about baseball? That frivolity is out the window. Good morning. Welcome to the Tripped Out Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. And let me address something to my buddy Drew Willingham. I love you dearly. I'm just sending out notifications to get people to tune in just in case they haven't subscribed already. You know, he shot me and I'm playing around with him. He shot me a message. I subscribed a long time ago. I know that. Now I want you to tune in more. And I get to be Cole and doing this. Now betting, hitting the bong forever. Number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
We just got to correct something.
What?
I don't hit the bong.
No, it hits you.
No, I don't smoke a bong.
Look, Cole made the introduction.
I know. I'm just messing with you. I love you guys. But technically, I don't hit the bong.
But you hit the coffee.
Always. I have my Bustelo in the morning.
How you doing this morning, bro?
So what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I actually slept a full night.
That's good. That's good. We're at a state where we need to get our rest. I know we want to grind and do a lot of work and get a lot accomplished in short time, but yeah, we're at the stage.
Last night was one of those nights. I was sitting here in my office in front of the computer, and I'm just sitting here, and I had stuff in front of me of what I needed to get done, but I just kept staring, and finally, about 10 o'clock, my wife says, "Okay, time to go to bed." And my buddy said, "Screw it, go to bed." And I went and passed out almost immediately. And the next time I saw a light, it was like my wife was waking up. It was like 6:45 because she had to take my daughter. She had to take my daughter to work. And I'm just looking around, going, "I slept through the night. What happened?"
Your body needed it. That's what happened.
Your body's
telling you, like, okay. You don't want to be responsible. You don't want to be responsible. We're gonna take control of that.
Well, body sure did that.
I'm glad
you sure did that.
Good. Oh, you're doing a lot of things. I see, brother. I see you out there grinding, promoting.
I'm getting there.
No,
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
It's a grind.
It is.
It's a grind. It's not easy being independent and wanting to develop and grow your business in this medium. And
no, it's not.
But it's the journey, right? It's the journey and the lessons that you're learning. They're gonna make you stronger and prepare you for when you do hit the big time.
Yeah, like when we show up as a crew to Las Vegas next year for the Super Bowl and take over Radio Row in the morning.
Listen, we're able to do it because it's not conventional media anymore. It's not the big networks controlling everything anymore. As far as what we can go to these events, do our shows, give the people what they want, which is real, authentic, and and just ourselves and have a good time. I'm ready to go out to Media Row.
We're gonna take over Radio Row, and Victor, of course, provides us with our Throwback Thursday question. What is your favorite old school cop show spanning from 70s to early 2000s?
TJ Hooker. No, that's an old throwback. That wasn't one of my.
That's
I'm
old,
not gonna lie, it was
man.
one of my favorites, but that's not the show.
That's one of those Thursday night shows where I would come in and I'd run right upstairs and run right past the television because my parents were watching it. It's like, I don't want to watch that.
No, you know what real cop show that I really enjoyed growing up, and I was young watching this show.
What's that?
Was Hill Street Blues.
There you go.
It was
that I watched.
That was because you could see that these cops were real people. It wasn't just like they showed the cops going through their struggles and doing that. It was a really good show. I enjoyed Hill Street Blues.
Hill Street for me, 3. Hill Street Blues, In the Heat of the Night, because it was one of my dad's favorites.
Yeah,
and another one of my dad's favorites was Law and Order. Now I got stuck. Here's why I got stuck on Law and Order SVU, and Victor can vouch for me on this. There's a very pretty lady by the name of Mariska Hargitay.
Yes.
And my wife dragged that secret celebrity crush out of me because she was telling me her celebrity crush is Shamar Moore, and she says, you have to tell me who your celebrity crush is. I said, well, I love Law and Order SVU. And she just looked at me and smiled, and she says, Mariska Hargitay, right? I said, yeah. How'd you know? And she just looked at me and she says, come on now.
So no, it's crazy because my mom used to watch, like, my mom speaks, let me tell you, my mom speaks no English.
Mm-hmm.
No, she understands it.
Yeah.
And she chooses not to speak it. She like, she refuses. I don't get it. I don't understand why. But anyway, she made sure I learned both languages, though. She made sure I knew English and Spanish. She prepared me. She knew, hey, you're American here. You need to learn both, but you need to know where your heritage is.
Mm-hmm.
And so she would watch these shows, and I don't know how the hell she would know what's going on, but her shows were Hill Street Blues, another one, Hunter. She loved
Hunter. Oh man. Oh,
she
Hunter.
loves Hunter.
Yes. That theme song alone for Hunter got me started.
I'm gonna tell you, her favorite cop TV show is Walker, Texas Ranger.
Aha, Chuck Norris.
She to this day, for me to entertain her, I could put on a show of Walker, Texas Ranger, and she'll sit down and just watch the show.
And just glued right
and
there.
She's probably seen every single episode of Walker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to the point where I talked about Mariska on Law and Order SVU, his celebrity crush was Diane Neal. It's something, and Victor picked on me about my crush being Mariska Hargitay, and on that same episode, Diane Neal rolled up wearing pink. I looked at Victor and he looked at me and we went, what? I said, is that your celebrity crush I just saw? And he just looked at me and went, shut up. There was one episode Victor and I were watching, and it got to be a habit for him and I when we were living together. We would watch it before he would go to work and I would go do baseball. There was one episode, I forgot what it was. And we were playing a card game. We were playing Uno, as a matter of fact. And then we looked up and we see this fat kid getting arrested. I looked at him and he looked at me. And the next thing I said was, why you got to pick on the fat kid, man? And Victor lost it. Both of us are sitting there cracking up.
So since you brought up Uno.
Yes.
Right. Since you brought up Uno.
Yes, sir.
So the company that makes Uno had put official rules out and said, you cannot stack draw 4s or draw 2s.
Says who?
And you know,
Says who?
In the hood that we was stacking everything.
That's what we did. Stacked every doggone thing.
Technically, the official Uno rules, you cannot stack draw 4s on top of draw 4s or draw 2s on top of draw 2s.
We did.
I know this is technical. I'm telling you, I know we did.
I know.
Played ghetto
rules. Those are our rules.
The ghetto rules rule.
Yep. And we stacked them all up.
Yeah, we stacked them.
We want to make sure the person that actually couldn't duplicate the card pulled everything out of the stack.
So yeah.
Well, that's our old school segment for the morning. Ryan McCarthy has a question. Did you guys ever play Pit? No. Pitfall on video games, yes. But
I've heard. I think I've heard it. I don't know. I might have.
That's something I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that. So in lieu of the whip around, we got this. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Tua Tagovailoa out, and Tua Tagovailoa possibly done. Snowman in the morning, back in the flash.
This is Snowman in the morning.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson is brought to you by Penis Water for the ebbs and flows of life. Trust Penis 15 Water.
I hadn't played that one in a while.
Oh no, but no, I was dying at the one where do you wake up with your jaw hurting? I'm like, yeah, let's not go there. Oh, no, that's what you're talking about. Oh, you grinding your teeth, like. Have we gone off the rails yet?
I think we were off the rails when we came on the air this morning.
Okay.
And it's Victor's fault posing that question with the cop shows.
Oh yeah, no.
But we're always off the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. We're always off the rails. Even when we try to get back on schedule, it doesn't stay that way. It doesn't stay that way. There's some NFL news and notes. Mike LaFleur out as the offensive coordinator of the New York Jets. My next 4 words are as follows. Why are we surprised?
That offense was just putrid. It was just horrible.
To say the least. To say the least.
It was just horrible. And they have such a high, they have one of the best defenses in the league. You have a shutdown corner in Sauce Gardner. You have another shutdown corner in DJ Reed.
Mm-hmm.
You have some linemen that are just monsters.
I'm laughing because of a picture Ryan just sent me.
Oh.
We were talking about Uno, and he sent me this picture with a wild card that reads, "Confess that LeBron is the GOAT or draw 25." Well, I guess I'm drawing 25 then. Back to business. Back to business, because that's all day. Why did the Jets fail so badly offensively? Because Mike LaFleur's success was in San Francisco.
Yes, but once they lost Breece Hall, you lost any, like, I thought Breece Hall was a steal in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
And he was proving that. And he was showing that he was a stud, that he could do it all. He could run the rock, he could catch the rock. So he opened your offense in so many different. I love Michael Carter second.
Yeah.
But Breece Hall brings a different dimension. When you can do it all, when you catch the rock, when you can run the rock, Saquon is a prime example of a running back who can do it all. How much it opens up your offense, because we're limited on the receivers we have.
Yeah,
but having Saquon in the backfield, being able to do everything, be a receiving, catching, blocking, whatever it is he needs to do.
Right. Having that.
That's what Breece Hall to me was. Breece Hall was everything, that every down back.
Could Breece Hall have competed for Rookie of the Year had he not been injured?
Hell yeah.
I think so too.
Hell yeah.
I think
he was going on he was going to be one of the top running backs this year.
Because he was definitely on his way to 1,000-yard season. And then some.
And what about probably 500, 600 yards receiving? That's what he's capable of that. So
but that injury.
No, that injury, it hurt them. It hurt the Jets, and then it just
it spiraled.
Zach Wilson just fell apart. Like,
so my next question is, who would be the quarterback of the Jets going forward? Do you go with Zach Wilson again, or do you find somebody either in the draft or via free agency that's going to fill that role? Because
who do you
if there's one thing that you need, it's a consistent quarterback, and Zach Wilson ain't it.
So do we go out and do the Jets go out and get David Carr or Derek Carr? What is it? Derek Carr? It's Derek Carr. Derek Carr. Yes. So do you go take Derek Carr, or do you go after Jimmy G?
Well, those are the two that are linked to the Jets. In Rumorville, those are the two that are linked to the Jets.
Or do you take another crapshoot and draft another quarterback?
But who? Who do you
Who's
draft?
coming out? Who's coming out? I don't know. I don't know.
Therein lies your question. Therein lies your question. Who do you draft?
Do you really go and
oh no
and go out?
Here you go, right here.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Appreciate that.
That will
Ray has taken over Cole Sports right now.
Yeah,
so,
he took him hostage.
Yeah,
he took him hostage. But who do you look for? Who do you draft? I mean,
I'm saying, but every not
because
every
one of the best quarterbacks is transferring to Notre Dame.
Not
Bryce Young's going to be gone in the first couple of picks.
Yeah. You know the
Bears aren't
going to draft them. You know the Bears aren't going to draft a quarterback. They have a quarterback.
They have Justin Fields. They need an offensive line.
Yeah.
They desperately need an offensive line. Speaking of quarterbacks, Tua Tagovailoa out for their playoff game against the Buffalo Bills this weekend, which means the Miami Dolphins season is going to end with a whimper.
Honestly, he should have. I've said it since the beginning.
He should have never come back.
He should have come back. Never come back.
He should have never come back from the first concussion. Because remember,
the first one, but
now,
even after the second, we should have really never came back after that second one.
And what were we saying after that second one against Cincinnati?
We said he's done. We said he was done. We said
Mm-hmm.
he was done. We said he wasn't coming. I said we all said that he shouldn't have. He should have just taken the rest of the season off.
Yeah,
no one would say it. No one would blame him if he took the regular season off. The rest of this season off, because 2 back-to-back and vicious,
very vicious.
That and the Damar Hamlin situation,
and 3 and 14 weeks.
And that and the Damar Hamlin situation, those two are the scariest things that you've seen this year on football. Yeah,
I think Tua should walk away right now.
I thought Tua should have just never been playing this rest of the season.
Yeah, I think Tua needs to walk away right now. And and Cole just said it. The Dolphins may have messed up Tua for the rest of his career. This is why I gave the take that Tua should walk away right now, while he has the ability to walk away.
I wouldn't be someone who would get upset with him over that. This is your future. This is your life.
Yep.
Unless you want to play football that bad, if you feel like, I don't know, we can say he should walk away. But some guys aren't ready to give up the game.
But see, then you run into the problem of,
you would think people that love them would say,
walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away. CTE is no joke. Victor in the feedback zone. I think Tua needs to walk away because his life is more important. And then coupled it with this, CTE is no joke. Junior Seau, anyone?
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of players now that are suffering. Bobby talks about this all the time. He says, this is gladiators.
Yes.
This is gladiators. These are at the end of the thing, but these are gladiators. This is and he goes, are we not entertained?
Yeah.
Bobby's always screaming. He's like, listen, y'all want to bitch and moan, but y'all all celebrating. Y'all all enjoying the sport. And he has a point. He has a point. These men are beating themselves up at that. By the end of their career, some of them might not even get to enjoy the riches of what they're doing. So
Ryan McCarthy. Now, Fins fans are clamoring for the team to sign Lamar. With what cap space? 2 players have a stranglehold on their cap. Yep, one of them wears number 10. Tyreek Hill. See, and here's the question I have with the Dolphins. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow. Where's Raheem Mostert in all of this? Where's Jeff Wilson Jr. in all of this? Where's Mike McDaniel in this? How come Mike McDaniel hasn't taken control of the situation?
I don't know. He's a rookie head coach.
Yeah, with the
he's literally a rookie head coach. He's been he came from, what was he? He was offensive. Was he the offense coordinator?
Yeah, he was San Francisco's OC for 3 years. And you would think with the familiar, and this is why I brought up Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. Because remember, they traded with Frisco to get Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
To show up the running game because of the injury history of Raheem Mostert. Experienced that in San Francisco. And Cole brings up a great question. Do they even try to have a running game? Because with Tua out, as well he should be, with the risk of another concussion, Miami's done. Miami's season is kaputski. All right. Thank you, Ryan. And Mostert broke his thumb against the Jets. There's that injury bug again with Raheem Mostert. It seems like with Mostert, and I love Raheem Mostert, especially when he put up 220 against the Packers in the NFC Championship game. But since that game, and since the game in 2020 where he opened the scoring with an 80-yard dash against the Jets, he has not been the same.
This game is brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. We've all played some form of football, and injuries happen. Some people are just more injury prone than others. Some people, their bodies just can't take the abuse that they go through.
Cole says you can go with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill only for so long before defenses make the Dolphins one-dimensional.
Well, the Jets were prime example. Yep. The Jets were prime example. When you have two cornerbacks that could take those two out of the game, because the Jets have DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner.
Right.
The Jets defense made
him look predictable.
So it made
him look totally predictable.
It could be done. It's not like, oh, you got Tyreek and Waddle. If you have the right cornerbacks for the situation to cover them, you can. Once you do that, where else they're gonna go?
Where else are you gonna go? We'll talk more football when we get back. DeMar Hamlin is now giving back to the city of Cincinnati. More after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing. that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. Oh, and Jamie has something to say.
Deuces and trays.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extra berth. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Well, it certainly is. And welcome to all of our radio affiliates, WIRU in Chicago, as well as WTLB in Milwaukee, and Open Talk Radio 313 in Detroit, and others, to this nationally and internationally syndicated radio, television talk show. And thank you to the folks at BS3 Network. Download BS3 on Roku TV. That's where you can find us each morning. The feel-good story has got to be Damar Hamlin. He is raising money for the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where he was treated for a week after his cardiac arrest. He began selling T-shirts through his Chasing M's Foundation this week and said the proceeds will benefit first responders and the UC Trauma Center. Hamlin said, quote, "I want to give back an ounce of the love y'all showed me." The shirts feature Hamlin's hands making a heart shape and the words, "Did we win?" which was the first message he wrote to UC medical staff when he awoke. And I'm looking at the shirts right now. I just may have to get one. Just because. I just may have to get one. You want to talk about a feel-good story? There it is.
That's inspirational right there. That story is inspirational. Listen, shout outs to the Buffalo Bills guy who actually performed the CPR on the field. And they gave him a game ball this past weekend.
They gave him a game ball.
Yeah. So
they gave him a game ball.
It just shows you that life is precious. Take every moment as it comes. I know we all go through our struggles, but we need to just be thankful that we're awake another day to be here and keep doing what we're doing, man. And we're doing some good stuff out here, man. We're doing some great content. People are out here enjoying what we do. We're bringing a spark to people's lives. We bring entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I love being on the air with you. I want to have a one-on-one episode with you for your show, Stuck in My Mind podcast.
We'll make it happen.
And take it as far off the rails as we can.
We'll make it happen. It's crazy because I got some great shows coming up. But it's like
Danny Kellington is the trainer who got the game ball, who performed CPR on Damar Hamlin.
And I'm CPR certified because of the job. My job, I have to be CPR certified.
Mm-hmm.
If you can learn it, you never know. You never know when the situation is call for you to do it.
Right. Yeah, I got CPR certified when I was doing home health care in 2018 when I lived in Dayton, Ohio. And that's helped. I got to get recertified. I know that. And I will. When I get fully healthy, I'm going to get recertified doing CPR. Victor posed a good question, and it reads as follows. Will this draft be the year where linemen become more important because a lot of teams need to revamp their offensive line? And for Victor, we'll start in Chicago with the Chicago Bears. who won the Tank Bowl and now have the number 1 pick.
But
The
is there
question
really
is,
there
what the
really
hell will
someone
they
out
do?
there? Is there someone out there really that's really making
Stand
you
out
salivate at
because
drafting
there
them?
were two offensive linemen in last year's draft. Rashawn Slater, who's now with the San Diego Chargers, and Penei Sewell. Sewell, of course, coming from Oregon. Who's the lineman that stands out? Because most of the time, teams don't get linemen until the later rounds.
Or is there a defensive lineman that's really worth going at? Because if you're seeing anything in the last, if you're looking at all the top teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's a key element they all have besides offense?
Defensive line.
A really great stud defensive lineman, right?
Mhm.
49ers with Bosa.
Yep.
Giants actually have quite a few. They have Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau stepping up to be. Who else? We have Jaguars with the number 1 pick overall last year. The kid from Georgia, Walker.
Yeah.
You have I'm probably missing a few more linemen out there right now that are dominant and that are still in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. So what do the Bears do? Do they go pass rusher? Do they go defense, or do they go offensive line?
They need offense. If they could trade back and get multiple picks, I would do that.
Orlando Brown Jr. is the top left tackle free agent if the Chiefs don't extend him. Jason Kelce is the top free agent at center.
How old is Jason Kelce, though?
Jason Kelce's what? Jason's in his 30s. I know that.
Okay. So he's on the back end of his career.
He's on the back end. Still a hell of an offensive lineman.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's not.
Would you take a chance on Jason Kelce if he's not extended? Would you take a chance on Jason Kelce?
No.
I wouldn't either.
No.
I would
try to get young, because then eventually I'm gonna have to replace him in a year or two.
Mm-hmm. The 49ers went through recently with Alex Mack. They signed Alex Mack from Cleveland, who played 12 years in Cleveland, and they only had Alex Mack for 2 years, and then Mack retired.
And then now you're back in the same situation.
Kelce's 35.
Yeah, no, he's in back end of his career.
And you wonder how much longer he can be effective. Yeah. I mean, you would love to have him for a couple of years until you find the center of the future. If there's a team that can use Jason Kelce besides Philadelphia, oddly enough, it would be the Bears, because you want to have that veteran presence along the offensive line. But again,
that's if you're going to draft the lineman. If you're going to draft the lineman, and then you're going to bring him in to help teach your team, yes, that's something different. That's if you go and draft, but he's not going to be
He's not going to be your everyday center for 3-4 years.
Yeah, no.
2 years at best to teach the rest of the offensive linemen.
Yeah, if you're bringing them in to help groom your line, then yeah, most definitely.
Andrew's with us. He says we'll be later start to work today than usual for me, so I'm here live. Morning, Snowman, Wise, and chat. Morning to you.
Morning, Andrew.
Andrew Whitworth retired last year at 40. And Whitworth really didn't decline that much until his last couple of years. But
that's not everybody. That's
Kelce is the captain of the offensive line at center. He's playing the most important position on the offensive line. He's playing the most important position because you got to get the calls right. You got to get the protection schemes right. You got to get everything right. You got to get everything right.
The transfer from you to the quarterback. You have a lot that you have to maintain when you're the center.
There's a lot when you play center.
Yes.
And if they make a move for Jason Kelce, if Philadelphia doesn't, I'm thinking 2 years at best. But then you have to use this draft to find a center that'll back him up. You would think. You would think the Bears would concentrate on the offensive line. Cole Sports, it was injuries that ushered Whitworth out of the game, then decline in ability. True. Very true. because Whitworth had a ton of injuries. It just, I just don't know. And here's where I question the Bears organization. Are they going to be smart enough to get some offensive linemen? I mean, good offensive linemen, either through the draft or in free agency.
It depends on that front office. Is that front office smart enough to go fill those needs?
But again, who are we talking about? We're talking about the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
You know, a team I followed for years into decline after the 85 season. Because after the 85 season, where they won the Super Bowl in dominant fashion, they basically blew it up. And the one game I point to, as far as the Bears are concerned, that they never had gotten over was the 2010 NFC Championship game, where they had the Green Bay Packers in their house and had a chance to show Green Bay, look, you don't own us. What does Aaron Rodgers do? Walks him right down the field and punches him in the mouth on a 7-play drive. They led 7-0, and they have never recovered. They never recovered.
It's just some franchises just don't know how to get it right. They just continue to
I
make
saw it live and in person for many years.
blunders.
I saw it live and in person for many years.
Look at Jacksonville. They've been horrible, and
since 2017.
And then they go bring Doug Peterson in, and what does he do? They start off bad, but he reels it off and wins the AFC South.
Yep.
Nobody was talking about the Jags.
Nobody gave Jacksonville a chance.
No, I won't say nobody, because I did say they were going to be pretty good. I did say
you were rooting for the Jets, man.
The Jets, but I did say the Jags were going to win some games.
You did.
I did have faith. I knew what they made the right choice when they brought Doug in. When they brought Coach Peterson in, that was the best move they made, because he was a proven winner, and you knew he was going to have them disciplined. You knew that they were going to come in and be prepared, and they got it right when they hired him.
They did.
Because all he did was go ahead in his first season, win the AFC South.
The AFC South, when
so
no one
expected really that hard to do. It's not really that hard to do compared to the teams that they have in there.
Yeah, given that division, no, it wasn't hard to do.
But no one was talking to Jags.
Nope. What was the game, do you think, where the Jags really clicked? Where'd they really click?
It's hard. There was a couple of games that you saw that you're like, damn, the Jags actually competed in this game. And they did knock off a couple of good teams. They did knock off a couple of good teams. They came, but what game I thought really showed me a lot was the Giants game.
Really?
That was a really good game. They scared the shit out of the Giants.
They did.
And
then they destroyed San Diego, which they're going to do this weekend. They absolutely killed San Diego. Victor Locke, I would at least like to see a center like Olin Kreutz, or who was the center that preceded Olin Kreutz? Jay Hilgenberg. One Charles Martin body slam to Jim McMahon to the Soldier Field concrete/turf in December '86, and the Bears have never been the same since. Correct. Because that wrecked the repeat. That wrecked it. Of course, then Bill Parcells and the Giants showed up, beat the piss out of Denver in the Super Bowl 21. And basically that uplifted the Giants. In my opinion, I think they really started to click when they played in Nashville. I agree. And they blew out the Titans. They obliterated the Titans.
They've been owning the Titans. It's not like they haven't been.
Yeah, they have.
They've been owning the Titans lately.
So who else needs to go offensive line? Well, the obvious answer, the Bears. Another
Yeah.
obvious answer is Houston.
Definitely. But
Another obvious
Houston needs everything. Houston needs
yeah,
everything.
Houston needs to blow that organization up and start over.
Yeah, they just need everything.
They need to start over. Another obvious answer, as much as I'm going to hate saying this in this house, my wife said it to me this morning. The Colts.
Yeah, the Colts need to just do a
Did you see what Colts is?
Houston needs Jesus. Yes, they do need Jesus. Cole, you're absolutely right. They do need Jesus.
Says Cowboys. There's our question of the day. Which teams in the draft, early in the draft, needs to go after an offensive line? Well, we mentioned the obvious answers: Houston, the Bears, the Colts. Hell, Tennessee. Because how can you lose 7 in a row?
McCarthy, yes, if Beckham could stay on the field, and when we get Vera back, the Jets' offensive line is pretty good if they can stay healthy.
Good luck.
Yeah, Beckham. I don't know if Beckham's ever going to see the field.
I'm sorry, Mekhi Becton ain't all of that.
Listen, I can't argue with you because he hasn't been on the field.
Exactly.
I can't argue.
And if you're not on the field,
I can't defend him.
Right.
So but Vera was a big loss. That was a big blow also. Like when you asked earlier about the Jets, losing Vera was a big blow to that line because he was clicking and the line was clicking, and we lose both him and Breece Hall. They lose both Breece Hall and him on the same game. That was a devastating blow. That was really
and that pretty much wrecked the season.
Yeah, that brought the season down.
That wrecked the season for the Jets.
Yeah.
So did the Jets go offensive line?
Maybe.
Oh, here's an answer. The Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals.
The Cardinals need everything. Cardinals need everything. You need a quarterback.
Wait.
A quarterback.
Let me pose this question then. Which teams need everything?
Cardinals definitely.
Ryan McCarthy said this. Cardinals also need.
yes, Ryan, you're absolutely right. They do need Jesus.
The Carolina Panthers. Because it's like Jay said. It's like Jay said on the program.
Steve Wilkes did a great job,
but he won't get the head coaching job.
I'm not saying he will, but I want to point out. I got to give the man his flowers. He did a phenomenal coaching job with the talent that he had.
They had a winning record.
With the talent that he had.
Yep. They had a winning record after Matt Rule was shown the guillotine.
With the talent that he had, he showed you, like there's some people that they shouldn't be head coaches. Daniel Hackett was one of them. Daniel Hackett was one of them. There's a dude in Las Vegas
that needs to go. There's a team that needs everything. The Denver Broncos.
There's a coach in Las Vegas that shouldn't be a head coach. He's a great offensive coordinator.
Josh McDaniels.
But he should not be a head coach. Because now you're seeing why
Denver should have remained the head coach.
The guy that the guy that was there before him?
The guy that preceded him.
He should have. He took him to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the team would run through walls.
Yep. The Patriots, Raiders, Steelers, and Browns, and Ravens.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin for finishing above 500.
But you missed the playoffs.
Yeah, say, listen. But he can't help that.
But you missed the. I love the fact that Mike Tomlin doesn't.
You was breaking a new quarterback. First of all, you was breaking in the new.
Man,
I think Kenny Pickett is going to be the real deal.
We're making excuses. They missed the playoffs. They pissed away.
They made the playoffs, but he's still.
I know that, but at the same time. But at the same time, he should have. That should have been a 12-win team. They basically pissed away.
First of all, you lose T.J. Watt. First of all, you lose T.J. Watts.
They were competitive in a lot of games.
You lose T.J. Watts,
and they pissed away 6 games.
Okay, and
you pissed away 6 games. You're not going to make the playoffs.
Breaking in the rookie quarterback,
and Najee Harris was still there before he got injured.
Okay, what did you say? Before he was what?
Injured.
Okay. So then that's just like everyone else that was hit with injury bugs. He did a great job bringing them to listen, he got to 9-7, whatever it is.
Look at this.
9-8,
The Rams
whatever.
sold their soul for a Super Bowl. Yeah, they did. Do the Panthers need Jesus too? I think they do.
If they follow Jesus, then they would hire Steve Wilkes to be the head coach.
And then there's this: the Steelers lost to the Jets. That says it all. That's one of the games that they pissed away.
McCarthy, you got to stand by your Jets, McCarthy. Come on. Yeah, all right. The offense was putrid. I understand it.
And so do you. Everybody we have up here keeps it real, and I love that. And then there's this guy. They started Mitchell Trubisky for a few games. That should tell you everything you need to know.
I was trying to defend you, Mitch. You just couldn't. I was trying to say you had some great seasons in Chicago, and you was great as a backup in Buffalo.
Mitch Trubisky.
I know.
That should tell you everything you need to. And now you're starting to giggle. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. Almost every game they started with Mitch Trubisky, they pissed away. Some of the games they had no business winning, like, I don't know, Tampa Bay. How they beat them by 2 points, I don't know. How they beat them.
That's why they play the game, man.
Exactly.
Why even listen? Okay, listen. They're 9-8, whatever. They didn't make the playoffs. Look at Tampa's record. It's not Tampa should be in the playoffs. It's just that our division was so horrible.
That division sucked.
That division was so horrible that they got
everybody in that division had a chance to win it. Everybody in that division,
and that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
You know what they? You know what
the Panthers and the Falcons are in that conversation
for at least 4 weeks. For at least 4 weeks, the Panthers and the Falcons were going back and forth and leading that division. The Falcons actually led that division for 2 weeks. What's that tell you? There's a team that needs help. The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, they need quarterback help. They need lineman help. They need everything.
Do you trust Desmond Ridder if you're Atlanta?
Oh, man. I didn't see enough. I didn't see enough. You know what? We're always talking about number one overall quarterbacks, but a lot of quarterbacks, they don't pan out when they're first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's so much pressure.
My question again: do you trust Desmond Ridder going forward?
If you're gonna give him the opportunity, the full opportunity to go take the job, yeah.
Because Marcus Mariota ain't it.
No,
for Atlanta.
And he was highly touted coming out of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show you. It just goes to show you it doesn't matter how pretty your name is coming out of college. Like how
a lot of that career for Marcus Mariota was wasted in Tennessee. Again, what does that tell you?
Because it's you know what it is. When you come to the NFL, that's why I love Brian Dable. Because he tries to fit his he tries to use his quarterback's ability.
True.
I'm saying he works with what fits his quarterback. Oh, I have a mobile quarterback, then I'm going to scheme around a mobile quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee insisted to making Mariota a drop back passer. That's not what he is.
I'm glad the Giants aren't in this conversation. Well, the Giants are in the playoffs. And I hope, and why is this for you? I hope they go to Minnesota
and beat the brakes off the Vikings.
Ever-loving piss out of the Minnesota Vikings.
The brakes off the Vikings. Because
I hope they beat the ever-loving piss out of the Minnesota Vikings. Now, granted, I love Paul Allen as the play-by-play voice, but the Vikings need to die this weekend. The Minnesota Vikings season needs to die at the hands of the Giants this week.
It's crazy. Someone said they're the worst
division champions.
Yeah, they were the worst division champions. Like They should not. Statistically, they should not be division champs
because they have a -3 point differential.
Yeah,
they have a -3 point differential. What the hell are they doing? 12-5 or 13, or whatever the hell it is. What are they doing? 12-5. And Cole predicted the Giants as well when he did Cole Sports yesterday. Now I watched that live, and you all need to check it out if you haven't had a chance to. The Viking, I will say it again. I'm gonna cut the listen. Hold on, let me do something here. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do a double play here. Right about now. And yes, I'm messing around with my phone while on the air. You know, people tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't do it." Oh, the Vikings finished 13-4. How?
They're the worst 13-4 team in history.
There you go.
The worst 13-4 team.
The Minnesota Vikings need to get obliterated by the New York Football Giants this weekend. Period.
I think at first I didn't want them to take this week off, but I figured let's and by the way, Eagles fans, you're welcome, because you almost lost our practice squad, and y'all should be a damn shame to yourselves. Y'all want to celebrate the division, good, whatever. Y'all better be thankful, because y'all struggled against the practice squad. I didn't even see one defensive starter play.
You know what? Let's do a reset, because we're 1 minute toward the top of the hour. Let's do a reset, and instead of going off the board, we'll look at all the playoff matchups, and we're definitely gonna dive in deeper to this tomorrow, especially when Mike Debate joins us. So let's do a reset. Hour 2 starts right about now. Time for hour 2 of this spectacular. Ryan McCoffey now joins us this morning.
That's what you need to do to beat Josh Allen. You need to make him uncomfortable.
Hour 2, time for some Spivey notes. And here's Jay.
Well, I know he's only in his 3rd year, but they're just wasting Justin Herbert.
Hour 2,
the hardest working content creator I know, the playmaker.
Hey, LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. Hey.
Hour 2,
the one, the only Christopher Dietz.
They rewarded Ohio State for not playing, and they punished USC for playing.
Hour 2, Sam Shady.
Oh man, it's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour 2, that's Big Ben, the man in charge of the BS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz Cousins out.
Hour 2, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God! Oh, this game! Oh, way to go, Sammy!
Hour 2, YSL.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular, and it starts right now. Oh yeah, hour 2 of this daily spectacular comes your way right now. Let's talk NFL playoffs to kick off hour 2, and I'll bring back something while Wise is away for a bit. The Minnesota Vikings season needs to die on Sunday. It needs to die. It needs to get blown to smithereens in front of the fans, in front of the purple, at US Bank Stadium this weekend. Period. Because how the hell are you going to tell me that a 13-4 team has a negative point differential? I don't want the football Giants to steal that game. I want them to obliterate the Minnesota Vikings. I want them to push the plunger on that season and blow it to smithereens. I want Saquon Barkley to get 200 yards. I want Daniel Jones to get 2.5. I want the Giants to get 600 yards of offense and Minnesota only get 100. As Wise is now back with his second cup of coffee.
Yes, sir. I had to get the refill.
I want blood. I'm cheering on your Giants. I want blood.
I need y'all to stop cheering on. Just say they're gonna win. I don't need all that.
No, I'm putting everything on it. I want them to blow the Vikings out. All 4 of the Vikings L's, I won't play the sound, Or by double digits, because if I play the sound, then Wise will cuss.
No. I've come to accept it.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Another blowout that's going to happen this weekend will be in Santa Clara. Because we get to beat up Geno Smith a third time. We get to beat up Geno Smith a third time.
Hey, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
Another blowout I want to see. I want to see the Cowboys get waxed. I want to see the Cowboys get waxed.
Who's the Cowboys playing again? They're playing Tampa Bay.
They're playing Tom Brady in Tampa Bay.
I don't know who I dislike more. Do I dislike Tom Brady more, or do I dislike the Cowboys more?
You know, Drew posed a question to me on Sports Sensays when he said, if you're on an island and you have to watch one thing, would you rather watch Cowboy highlights or Tom Brady highlights?
I would stab my eyes out.
Neither.
I would stab
I'll learn how to swim off that island.
I would go, if I didn't know how to swim, I'll go drown. I'm not staying watching either.
I'm neither one.
No.
Ain't no way in hell I'm watching either one of those.
No, that's just wrong.
I can't do. I won't do it. You know, and I'm not going to watch the game.
I'm not either.
Because of those two reasons. Because of Tom Brady and the Cowboys. I'm going nowhere near that game.
But the funny thing is, I seen one of the funniest things. A Cowboys fan, he did
oh no
video, but he's like, we are 0-7 against Tom Brady.
It's gonna be 0-8.
Oh no, that's what he was saying. He says Cowboy fans, we're in trouble. he was one of those real Cowboys. He's a Cowboys fan, but he was a realist. He's one of those Cowboy fans that know that we have not beaten this man in 7 attempts. Dak has never beaten Tom Brady. Let's get that straight. Dak has never beaten Tom Brady.
Oh no. Then you got this from Cole. I have work the next morning. The Cowboys Bucks games are getting Z's from me. I'm only going to watch two. I can honestly say I'm only going to watch 3 games this weekend, both on Saturday and the Giants on Sunday.
I'm only watching 1 game. That's all I care about.
Giants.
Just 1 game. I would curse, but yeah. F all them other games. There's only 1 game I care about. Just like just the same thing. But you're
only one I care about is in Santa Clara.
You're a media guy, so so you should care about all the other games. Me,
I should, but I don't.
Me, not so much.
I
only care about 1
game. I know I'm a media person, but you I should care about the rest of the games, but I don't. I should care about I'm gonna do a basketball game. I'm gonna come home. Wife and I are gonna watch the 49ers beat the piss out of the Seahawks, and then we're going to bed. You heard what I had to say, Victor. McCarthy is going to handicap the team if Dak doesn't beat him to it. Yep. Isn't that what they've been doing all year? All year?
Listen, they just got the brakes beat off of them by the Commanders. By the Commanders.
The Redskins beat them 26-6.
Victor, right now, Victor. And the previous week when they had beaten the Philadelphia Eagles, they were, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. We're gonna do, and then you go and you get manhandled by Washington.
By the Redskins.
By Washington.
Manhandled in a stadium that's crumbling.
I don't know how the Giants lost twice to you guys. You got abused by Washington.
I laughed at that score. Remember, the Cowboys gave up over 500 total yards versus the Jaguars. What's that tell you? 500 yards against the Jaguars.
As good as we all thought it was? I don't know.
to the Fanatics feedback zone. Sick Diggy joining us from Norway. Why is LFA is the man when it comes to sound bites? Oh yeah.
I don't try to sit.
The first time we played the L sound told us that, and then Cole turned it into a bump back for the show. Will Gerard want a monster truck as his hearse like DMX had? Yeah. Watch the Cowboys more, says Andrew. Jarrell gonna give it to don't do that. Good God. Victor Lockton, y'all just mean it. Why are we mean, Victor? Because we want to see the Cowboys get the brakes beat off of them?
Victor, blame Cowboy fans.
Yes.
Don't blame us. Blame Cowboy fans. Not
Listen,
Cowboy
and then
fans
Victor backed it up with this. The Cowboys shot themselves in the foot with an Uzi.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
More like a bazooka, more like it, but hey.
A big, yeah. I mean, the kind of bazooka that like sends you 100 yards back when you fire it.
Oh man.
One of those kind of bazookas.
But yeah, Victor, blame Cowboy fans. Because you should have seen
they weren't even manhandled by Washington. That was self-destruction.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, it was self-destruction.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yes.
Oh.
Cole wasn't here, so I had to do that for Cole. Shout out to my man Cole.
Oh God. Ryan McCarthy, to answer Drew Willie's question, I'd rather watch Cowboy highlights. I've seen enough for Tom Brady beat the Jets for 2 lifetimes. I don't want to see either.
Ryan, no. Neither.
Look, I'll put on my sunglasses and fall asleep.
But I can
or I will find a way to get some help and get me off that damn island.
You know what time Brady, you know what time Brady highlights I can see, Brian? The 2 Super Bowl losses
against the Giants.
I can see
absolutely
those all the time. All day,
absolutely. The helmet catch.
Everything.
Can we see the helmet catch like 100 times over?
Yes.
Can we see the who caught that? Can we see the Mario Manningham catch?
Or even when my boy Eli escaped and was able to throw the pass. All that.
That right there. I don't know. Bob Papa was going crazy.
So yeah, those are the highlights I prefer to watch. And Trisha, what's going on? Big shout out
What's
to my
up,
girl,
man, Trisha.
She was on my show.
Next Monday. I have her next Monday afternoon on the afternoon show.
Me and Aunt Trisha had a great time. I'm looking
That
forward
is
to
wonderful.
recording with her again.
That
She
is wonderful.
Wonderful. She is wonderful. I love her.
What if the game ends in a tie? Not going to happen. It's the playoffs.
What? Who's blasphemy? Sick. That is blasphemy. Stop saying such things.
Which game is he talking about? Is he talking about the
game are you talking about?
Which game are you talking about?
He's probably talking about Dallas and Tampa Bay. No tie. There's no ties in the playoffs. There's no ties in the playoffs, Sick.
If he's talking about Dallas and Tampa Bay, then to your point,
that is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing, bruh?
And then,
are you kidding me?
Playoff games can't end in a tie. Thank God for that.
Yeah,
the Super Bowl against the Eagles, I can watch forever, especially when he coughed up the football with 2 minutes left. Oh my God! Tom Brady threw for 500 yards in the Super Bowl. Yeah, what happened?
They lost.
They took a big fat ass L. Okay,
yeah, play it. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead.
I'll have to find it.
Oh man.
I know where it is.
We have to play it at the moment.
Look on it. Okay. Now, let's see. Tom Brady throws for 500 yards in the Super Bowl, sets a Super Bowl record for passing yards in the game, and what happened? This. So we had fun yesterday.
He said, Cole's second soundboard. Now he tells you.
I found it. And I'm going to hurt your eyes. I won't read it, but I'm going to hurt your eyes. Okay.
Darvin,
I'll change
Darvin,
it back now.
it's okay. Listen, keep those comments to yourself. If you want
That's
to
why I
ride
didn't say
LeBron,
anything.
that's between you and LeBron.
That's why I didn't say anything.
That is something you and LeBron like. It's like don't ask, don't tell. Like seriously, we don't care. If that's what you want to do personally, that's on you. I understand.
Oh,
I get it. No, I don't get it, but still.
Hey, here's a friend of mine, Kittrick Taylor. Good morning, Mr. Brian. Good morning to you. And those of you who know Kittrick Taylor, he has a fabulous book out, but Kittrick Taylor is the fellow who called Brett Favre's first comeback win. He says, loving the conversation. Thank you. The Hawk TV in the house with us. And then wise goes Bill Clinton.
What are you talking about, Cole? What are you talking about?
Don't ask him that question.
Cole, what did he say? Right, listen, the man is the one who said it. I didn't say it, Cole. He said it. He said he would ride LeBron.
Why did I play that now?
That was not, those were not my words, Cole.
And they certainly weren't my words.
Brian put it up there.
They certainly weren't. They certainly weren't my words. I warned, and I gave you a warning. Unlike the time Cole zapped us with you know what, I gave you a warning.
Cole is just wrong.
I'm gonna hate myself for this question, but why?
Because he tried to blame that on Victor because Victor had asked for it days before.
He did.
Okay, so he should have played it that day.
He did
not wait till a couple of days later when nobody had asked.
He wanted you to be here.
Oh, I didn't want to be here.
Yes, you did.
I wanted to be here, but I didn't want to witness that. That was just wrong.
Why? Well, never mind. I retract the question. I retract the question.
Yeah, see, like
I retract. I should know better than to ask something stupid like that. I retract the question. This is when I tell myself,
stay off the weed.
Hawk TV, no one said anything about the LeBron being the GOAT. Nobody said anything about that.
I certainly didn't.
No,
I certainly didn't.
His head coach wanted to ride him. That's all.
And for that, Hawk TV, I ask you to do this.
Shut up, fool.
Yeah, that one.
Shut up, fool.
Victor directed me to that soundbite. Victor directed me to that one because it was in the middle of a commercial. I hate you, Cole. For all y'all that's saying you know who is the GOAT,
Behave yourself.
I'm actually going to get a video of this soundbite here.
Shut up, fool.
Okay, so
yes,
Isaiah Thomas was on. I think was it?
Oh no,
was this Stephen Jackson?
Steven Jackson, All the Smoke.
And, All the Smoke. So I guess he was on the smoke. And some of the things he said were valid. He made some valid points.
Such as
he's the one who went through Magic, Bird, Jordan.
Valid. I saw it all happen.
He went through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's the only one.
Oh, it was the pivot. It was the pivot.
Oh, the pivot. Yes. Oh, it was on the pivot.
It was the pivot.
And he the points he's made were all valid. He went through all of them to get to his championships. Jordan can't say that. Jordan can't say that.
No, not when it comes to Bird, because Bird beat him twice.
Yeah.
He went through Isaiah. He went through Magic.
Isaiah's point was, how can he be the GOAT if he hasn't done what Isaiah did? Which which is, he has a valid point.
Nah.
He went through the greats. Isaiah went through the greats.
Yeah, but he didn't play Magic in '89 because Magic was injured. Next.
Okay, but prior to that, he did.
No, not in '88. He didn't.
He went through them all. I gotta say he did.
So goodbye to you and farewell to thee.
Hey, because he was, hey Cole, he was a little man in Land of Giants.
I will say that I appreciate Isaiah Thomas for that 25-point third quarter in Game 6 of '88. MJ had Scottie Pippen. Did someone say that? Yeah, we say it all the time. LeBron doesn't have anybody, which is why he'll never be the GOAT. Stupid.
LeBron had Bosh, he had Wade, he had Kyrie, he had.
And what did he do to all those? And what did he do to all those teammates?
Oh, you can see you later.
I rest my case.
I'm tired of people saying that. Oh, Jordan had Scottie. So what? LeBron had like how many superstars has he played with?
And again, I say, what did he do to all of them?
Oh, you can see you later.
Shut up, fool. So can't nobody say he's won a title by himself.
Well, that's the narrative they want to put out there. It doesn't work, but that's the narrative they want to put out there. That's the narrative they want to put out there. I don't know why, but anyway.
Yeah.
A break and then more on the NFL playoffs as we're getting off of never mind. Back in a few.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus, smarter than energy.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extra berth. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Let's Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. So this thing called sports, it has fans again. It has full stadiums, full arenas, and more. And you want to be a part of it, don't you? Of course you do. If you begin to scour the resale market, there will be tickets available. And what you need to get those tickets that you want so badly is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the app available to you that lends a hand in helping you get the tickets that you want for the events that you want. SeatGeek rates the tickets on a 1 to 10 scale, and the best part is the tickets are vetted for authenticity, so you know what you are getting and you know you are not getting scammed.
And now you can save even more by using the code Snowman and getting $20 off with your very first purchase. Yes, you can do all of that with the power of SeatGeek, helping you get to the games that you want, so you fans can fan. So let's all fan.
Cause we take this job so serious.
The f is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
I mean, with a straight face, why is going? Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. After and Victor, why'd you say this during the break?
They should. They should. Actually, when Darvin Ham comes out, they should play that shit.
I hate you, Wise.
I
love you, but I hate. As true as you are, I love you, but I hate you for that.
They should play when Darvin.
Yeah, they
Ham
should.
comes out.
Oh God. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George wish they were Reggie Miller and Mark Jackson.
They still playing? They still
Miraculously, Kawhi's not. Paul George
Kawhi's
is still,
done.
he left Indiana.
Kawhi won a championship in Toronto, and he hasn't played a
lick of good basketball since then. Hasn't played a lick of good basketball since 2019.
I can't argue with you on
Not
that.
a piece. He leads Toronto to a world championship. Okay. And what has he done since then? Nothing.
I agree with you. That 100%.
He has not done a damn thing.
Nope.
Oh no. And then there's this. And then our favorite troll,
Mr. West, how's it going? He said he has retired from trolling.
Bull.
So we're gonna have a sit down. We're gonna have a sit down interview, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it.
You're doing a sit down interview with that guy?
I'm doing a sit down interview with the troll, and he's gonna explain why he decided to retire from trolling the Snowman in the Morning show.
I want to
With
see
Cole
it, but
Johnson.
then I don't.
Yeah, so
I want it.
it's gonna be like a satire. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy it.
Nah, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Yep.
Hold on a minute.
He's giving me
Him
an
Wait a
exclusive.
minute. Him retiring from being a troll after what he just put up this morning. And Rod West.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
What?
He said he was gonna stop trolling.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Rod. Yeah, he's gonna stop trolling. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Not with some of the BS he puts up. All sports in the house.
No, he said no. Okay, so he said he was gonna stop trolling the Snowman in the Morning show with Cole Johnson.
Well, what do you call this? He ain't gonna stop trolling. He loves it too much. It's like a drug.
That's not trolling. That's his opinion.
That's a troll. Damn it.
It's an opinion based on that he knows you're a 49er fan.
See you later!
So he's rooting for the Seahawks.
No, he's not. No, he's not, because he know we're gonna step all the way in that ass this weekend. Why are you being so diplomatic on a non-diplomatic sports show?
I'm not being diplomatic.
I know you're not. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. Now Cole's trolling with this.
Right? Yeah. They're definitely gonna.
All sports in the house with this great show as usual. Y'all having too much fun. There's a country song that my wife turned me on to that says "Too much fun, no such thing."
Yeah.
There's no such thing. Sharif Ahmed says, "Wait, where is it? The Bucks are 2.5 underdog at home, so they're still gonna whip their ass." I want to see the Cowboys get obliterated this weekend.
Did the Bucks not beat the Cowboys earlier this season?
Yes.
Okay.
They did.
Okay.
They did. They did. Oh no. And then Cole says that. I would never.
Cole, because Cole. All right, so y'all understand what I'm going to go. I'm going to actually do.
Look at this. Everybody troll Rod right now. With
Pass by 14. Wow.
Oh Lord. Bucks beat the Cowboys 19-3 in week 1. Can it be 30-3 this time around? Can we get 30?
No, not with that offense. Not with Tom Brady.
No. Shucks.
Brady, no.
Shucks.
We gotta hope the Bucks defense shows up. But
how you gotta say that?
I don't know, because who was the starting quarterback for the Commanders? Wasn't it Sam Howell?
Sam Howell. Yeah.
And you see what he did
North
to them,
Carolina.
right? And you see what he did to them, right? Maybe LaFleur,
but the Bucks offense sucks.
I know.
That's the truth.
It does.
I mean, hell, the Bucks got beat by a 7th-round quarterback. 35-7. I know, as an analyst, I should be thinking this is going to be a tougher game than you're thinking. But I want the Cowboys to get obliterated, doggone it. And you know what? I don't even care about that game, honestly. I don't even care about that game. And you know the 2 reasons why. I do not care. Oh, no. I don't have to say anymore. Sam Howell. Not Howell. Howell. Lord have mercy.
The Hawk TV, we thank you for Sam Howell, whatever the hell you want to say it.
However you want to say it.
We want to appreciate you guys for last weekend's Comedy Fest.
So how bad will it get in Santa Clara?
I would like for it to be a competitive game. Nobody wants to see a blowout.
It's not going to be.
No one wants to see a blowout, but they've been whooped on through twice already this year. So I don't see.
And they've been beaten by a combined score of 41-20. 48-20, I beg your pardon.
I don't see it changing much.
I mean,
I don't see.
And like you said, throughout the course of the season, it's Geno Smith.
Yeah, that's been Cole. Cole's always been talking about Geno Smith. I don't know how. I just don't understand how Geno Smith went 2-0 in New York.
How?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
He got hit the Geno.
How did Geno Smith go 2-0 in New York?
The Geno Smith revenge tour went his way.
What? The Geno Smith revenge tour?
Yeah.
That's right. He was a member of the Jets.
He beat the Jets. He started off with the Jets, and then
So they drafted Geno Smith, right?
Yes, they drafted Geno Smith. Yes.
And then Geno Smith got socked in the jaw.
He got his jaw broken by a teammate. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He got his jaw broken by a teammate.
Yeah.
Giants better sign Danny Dimes. Your thoughts on that? Do they keep him?
They better sign him. What other options are out there? Jimmy G? He can't stay on the field.
Nope, he can't.
Is
Derek
Derek
Carr neither.
Carr
Wait a
upgrade
minute,
over
Derek Carr
Danny
neither.
Jones? Is he an upgrade over Daniel Jones? I don't think so.
No.
He can't do
And
the things
Derek
that
Carr is
Danny
33
Jones.
years old.
He can't do the things Daniel Jones do. He's not as mobile as Daniel Jones.
He's going to be 33. He's 33 years old.
To me, there's no quarterback coming out. There's no one in free agency out there that can do what Daniel Jones do.
No. Not worth
And
taking
we know he can flourish under Brian Dable.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen what Dable has done with Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing glimpses of what he can do with Daniel Jones. Now, if we could get him some receivers, y'all noticed that once they bought Stephon Diggs, it took Josh Allen to another level.
You know, another blowout I think will happen this weekend. How bad will the Bills beat the Dolphins?
Oh, they're going to beat the brakes off them. They are going to beat them down.
Do we see total obliteration in Rich Stadium? Cole, that's for you, because you said it yesterday, and I say it often. The Dolphins are going to Rich Stadium for the second time this year, and this time it ain't going to be a walk-off field goal. It's going to be it's going to get dominated. The Dolphins are going to get dominated. Long as they get Geno out of the pocket, Seahawks will be fine. But all straight dropbacks, a sack will happen often. And Nick Bosa is going to get most of them. There's no way Seattle beats San Francisco in Santa Clara this weekend. And that's the kickoff game for Wild Card Weekend. Ain't that a bitch? But as Cole explained on his show yesterday, it's good you get that blowout out of the way and have it kick off the weekend.
I think it's going to be an interesting weekend.
So what games are going to actually be competitive? I don't see any. The only one that I see that may be competitive will be San Diego and Jacksonville.
And and everybody's picking San Diego. Everybody's talking about San Diego.
Why? They've been
Justin Herbert.
They've been one of the most inconsistent teams all season.
But a lot of people think Justin Herbert is the man.
But he's got no one to protect him. As we talked about earlier in the show. Wolves will be taking the starters out of the game late third quarter. Giants Vikings will be the game of the weekend. I can see that. But I want to see I want anarchy. I want to see the Giants blow the Vikings out.
I feel Wink is he's gonna send the kitchen sink after
send them all. Send them all. Send them all after 2 Chainz cousins. Send the whole house after him.
And it's prime time, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm almost sure it's prime time.
4:30. 4:30 on Sunday.
I'm almost sure it's prime time.
4:30 on Sunday is the Giants and the Vikings from U.S. Bank.
So yeah.
And just
prime time cousins show up.
Just as Pennywise will handicap the Cowboys, Brandon Stale will handicap the Chargers.
Cole really has it for Brandon Stale, doesn't he?
And you're surprised why?
I know I'm not surprised, but he does. Anytime Cole gets a chance, he stabs Brandon Stale in the side.
Why are you? And I'll say it again. And you're surprised why?
I'm not. But look, he's gotten them into the playoffs. He could be Nathaniel Hackett.
It's Brandon Staley.
He could be Nathaniel Hackett. That could be worse.
Yeah, the first 4 letters of Hackett's last name tells you everything you need to know about that guy. Hack.
So yeah.
Hack. That should tell you everything you need to know. Brandon Staley going for it on 4th down in the zone 30 multiple times. I can see that. I have seen that. What am I talking about? I have seen that.
McCarthy,
and
come
this
on.
is great.
McCarthy.
This is a great comparison.
Stop that. Stop it, McCarthy.
Well, it's true.
We don't need to keep rehashing things in the past. All right, all that's in the past. Stop bringing up the past. Leave it back there. Aaron Boone can grow and develop. He can actually grow and develop into a manager. Yes, he can. I have faith in people. I have faith that he can.
Do you really want me to respond to that?
Listen, I have to have that faith. I have to believe that.
And then Yordan Alvarez shows up. This is where I tease you. And then Yordan Alvarez shows up.
You technically shouldn't be speaking to me because your socks aren't any better. Okay, technically. So stop coming at me with your second favorite team.
And the reason you want me to do that?
Right. Stop coming. And Cole could come at me all day because he is a diehard Houston Astros fan. You are a Sox boy. So come at me with your team. Oh, you can't. You can't.
Oh, yes, I can.
Now that your buddy Abreu's going to Houston, now that's another connection for you because he came from the White Sox. You know what? We, the Yankees, we're gonna beat the 0-1. Beat the Astros.
And Alvarez belts it deep to right field. Gets it by. Unbelievable! The Astros a walk-off win. Yordan Alvarez a walk-off 3-run homer.
You wanted to hurt me. You need to show me Altuve Chapman pitch.
Oh,
yeah, that's
what Altuve you say. Why do you keep messing with me, knowing I'm going to mess back with you? At first, I'm going to soften the blow.
4-11 lifetime against Trombley. The Yankees are a base hit from getting very close to tying this game. A little old single. The pitch swung on and hit in the air to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. It's a grand slam. Jason Giambi. It's a.
And I won't even show you. I won't even show you the
shame that you got to keep
I won't
showing
even.
Giambi.
I won't even show you the pitch. I won't even show you the pitch. What I'm going to do to really get on your nerve.
You know what it is? I thought when he let go, I was like, why are you throwing Altuve a fastball, first of all?
I'm going to show you Robert. I'm going to show you Robert Ford's reaction.
Driven deep to left center field. Gardner is going back. Looking up. See you later. See you later. Astros headed back to the World Series.
How do you give Altuve a fastball right over the plate?
Why'd you throw him an 86-mile-an-hour changeup?
Why did you throw anything at Altuve? Like, I would have just beamed him. Just get it over with. Hit him. Yeah. It was horrible,
why is a fastball turned into a changeup?
Yeah, I don't know what it was thinking. That was just right over the plate. Whatever it was just right over the plate. Just served it up.
It fell changeup that fell flat.
Yeah.
A changeup that fell flatter than a pancake, and Altuve was waiting for it.
Oh, more than glorified batting practice, but that's what they throw at the. Those are the pitches that they throw at the home run derby.
That's exactly what they throw at the home run derby. Altuve was in a horrible slump, then got hot. Mm-hmm. Now, see, why would you suggest that Aroldis Chapman beat Altuve with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball? Why would you suggest such a thing?
Not at the head, probably in the buttocks.
In the buttocks.
In the buttocks.
So being Altuve in the buttocks.
In the buttocks, yeah.
With a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, ease the ball.
Instead of seeing that.
He was going to serve him up with that, man. Well, I don't have to worry about that no more because Chapman is no longer our issues. So anyone who signs him, good luck. Enjoy him.
Yeah, good luck for real. Good luck for real. And that's not the first time Altuve's walked off against the Yankees. Regular season or playoff.
It's not like that's the first time he's abused us. No, it's not. It's not, and that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't understand why they were pitching to him in the first place.
Because there's this that happened in July of 2021.
Deep to right center. Judge is going
This
back
comeback
at
happened.
The wall. He leaps. He can't get it. It's off the fence in front of the Astros bullpen. McCormick races around third. He will score. Toro in the second with an RBI double. 7-5 Yankees. So Toro at third, Straw at first, representing.
And there's your nemesis.
Jose Altuve at the plate, representing the winning run.
He's
Jose
all like
is
4-2.
0 for 4 so far today. The 1-1.
He's
And
all a
Altuve
4-2.
hits it in the
I
air
don't care. He
deep to
cannot
left.
be
Going
5
back
feet,
is
man.
Castro at the wall, looking up. See you later. See you later. See you
It's
later.
like Mighty Mouse is up there
See you
swinging.
later. Astros win it in the bottom of the ninth. Jose Altuve, the walk-off homer. 8-7 Astros.
I know the obvious hatred you have for Jose Altuve, but to call him 4'2",
He is. He is like 4'2".
He's 5'8", man.
With some lifts on.
Here I come to save the day.
With some lifts on, he's probably 5'8".
Hold up.
Because even on
let's
TV,
find out his
TV,
actual height.
TV is supposed to make you like he is my 4'2" giant.
But he's my 4'2" giant. Yes. Yes.
But you know how TV is supposed to make you look bigger? He just looks small on TV.
Well, what do you think? Hold up.
Supposed to be looking bigger.
He's 5 foot. Altuve's 5'6".
I was close.
You said 4'2" at first.
Yeah, he still looks like 4'2", 5'6".
And he's hitting bombs.
Wait
a minute. Altuve's 5'6" and he's hitting bombs like on the railroad tracks.
Yeah, but they just giving it up to him, man. Like, oh my God. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Listen, I love. He's a baller.
I mean this playfully. Your unbridled hatred for Jose Altuve, which is rooted in, which is
we know why I don't like him, and then it's not even hatred. I just don't understand why we would pitch to him. I just don't know. I don't understand that. This man has been killing us every time we face him. He's always done something to hurt us.
But then there's Jeremy. There's Jeremy Pena.
Nah, it's been more Altuve.
It's more Altuve.
It's more Altuve. It's Altuve. It's like he just knows. He just gets into those positions. Like
I mean, Altuve. Look, when that last clip I played, he was 0 for 4.
And then look what he does.
And then he did that.
And then look what he does.
A 3-run walk-off homer.
You can't make this shit up.
Wait a minute. You want to see a messed up pic? Look at a pic of Altuve standing next to Aaron Judge.
And then you really be like, damn, he's 4 feet. He's 4 feet. You see him standing next to Aaron Judge, you were like, nah.
Aaron Judge is what, 6'7"? Aaron Judge is what, 6'7"?
6'7", 6'8", something like that.
And then Altuve stands next to him.
He looked like
Aaron Judge's hand can cover Jose Altuve's.
It looked like Altuve comes up to his knees.
Or his stomach.
Oh no, he comes up to his knees. That's what it looks
like. He comes up to his knees. Oh no. See, why do we have a Culture Club reference in this?
Altuve makes me cry all the time, yeah. He does.
Do you cringe every time Altuve comes up against
I change the channel when Altuve comes up to the I change the channel because I already know what's coming.
Why?
Because I already know what's coming. I don't need a replay.
Altuve comes up.
I don't need a replay. Every time he comes up late, I change that. Like, I don't want to see this.
And then you change it back as he's rounding the bases.
And yeah, usually by the time I change it back, he's already scored. They're already up like by 4. So yeah, no need to torture myself.
You change the channel. You literally change the channel every time Altuve comes up against the Yankees.
Yeah, except for that stupid one. I don't know why I watched that pitch. When I saw that pitch, I knew. Once he let it go, I knew.
From Chapman?
Once he let it go, I was like, "You mother!" And then he hit it, and then the effort came out. Yeah, because you can just see it when he released the ball.
It was flatter than a pancake.
Bro, once
man.
he released the ball, I was like, "No!" And then all you see is boom, and they're like, "Motherfucker!"
Yeah,
that's how I went.
Oh Lord. And what makes it so bad? It's like it's a reoccurring nightmare. It's a reoccurring nightmare. It's like Everson Walls. It's like Everson Walls of the Cowboys trying to guard Dwight Clark of the 49ers. Because Everson Walls should have picked that pass off in the end zone. And then Dwight Clark just comes out of nowhere. Dwight Clark just comes in. That's what it's like. It comes out of nowhere.
At least Everson Walls finished off his career in a good uniform.
Yeah.
At least he left. He corrected the errors of his ways and went to
corrected the error of his ways. He corrected the errors of his way.
Yes.
So Everson Walls changed uniforms and wore blue and red instead of red and gray, and he corrected the errors of his ways.
Yeah. And got a ring for it. And got a ring for it.
Yep. Not to mention he got even.
Yeah. And he got
not to mention he got even.
He did.
Not to mention he got even for that mess.
Yeah.
Because I'll say it again, he had no business. Look, he should have picked that off. That should have landed safely in his arms in 82. And then Dwight Clark comes out of nowhere.
It didn't. It didn't happen that way. Hey, but like I said, he finished out his career where he was needed to be.
No joke was, I was driving home from work when that home run happened. When I saw it, my first reaction was, "Why did you throw that pitch, Araldis?"
Like I said, when he released the pitch, I was yelling no.
And you saw it. You saw it was flat.
No, it was like
you saw it was flat.
That was that's the kind of pitch where you yelling at the TV like, "You mother!"
Here you go.
See, look at that. See, you see it out his hand.
Yes.
Like, once you release it, you're like, wow. And why are you smiling?
And that face.
Like, you deserve a fastball to the face for that.
What?
Yeah, line drive, man, with that grin. Like, who does that? Who serves that up and then grin? Like,
and then,
wrong.
Out of reaction, he grinned out of reaction.
No, I don't care why. I don't care why.
How why?
I don't care.
Is that what you said? How why?
How and why? It's just
how. We got a new word. How why?
It don't matter, man. It didn't matter. Anyway. Can we
I'm
move on?
I'm the only Cowboys fan here, and
this traumatic.
I'm gonna lay off of Wise for a moment, and I'm gonna, if I can find it. Wait a minute, there it is. Victor, this is for you.
3rd and 3. We'll see a pickup some kind on the right side, possibly. Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Clark caught it. Dwight Clark.
That was for Victor.
How old were you, Victor, when that happened, Victor? Were you even you could have been that old?
Victor wasn't born yet.
Yeah, see, so yeah, Victor, it don't matter. It don't affect you, Victor.
Now, I told this story. My teacher was a big time Cowboy fan, and she was gloating about the Cowboys all week, saying they're going to beat up the 49ers. I finally stood up and I said, "Mrs. Jefferson, the 49ers are going to win on Sunday." And she looked at me like I uttered a couple of 4-letter words.
Did you pass that class?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that would have failed your ass.
No, you wouldn't have. I handed in all the work on time. I did all the work. And I got extra cupcakes on January 11th. because of Dwight Clark.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't have been no child. No, what? No. Kids know too much.
And I'm still going back to what you said about Chapman's pitch to Altuve. When you saw it leave his hand, it was flat. It was flat when it left his hand.
Once you seen it leave his hand, I knew it was over. I was like, no. Like you couldn't take. It's like, what is that? Like, what are you throwing? All right, listen.
I was in a house full of Cowboy fans. My parents and I went to a friend's house. They cheered everything the Cowboys did. I bet.
It was crazy when they beat Philly. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
People was putting up memes. Oh, are you ready? We're going to the Super Bowl. We gotta win. This meme, that meme.
And then
they
were also, those Cowboys fans were also saying they were going to get the number 1 seed.
Oh yeah. Oh, they were celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna be number 1. Look where we started.
They were celebrating and they were salivating.
We're gonna be at first.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna win the East. We're gonna win the East. We're gonna win the number 1 seed. And then the Redskins happened.
And then what happened?
Yep.
You get smacked with reality.
Cole says, the moment Danny White got stripped and the 49ers recovered, thank you, Jim Stuckey, you could hear a mouse piss on cotton. That house was quiet. That's a hell of a comparison. I love that.
Especially hearing a mouse piss on cotton.
We got a new word, cotton. Just like Wise's button.
Yeah. Oh man.
And that's now a sound bite. I actually cut it now. Do not press that button, even in the midst of Cole's laughter. Oh gosh. It's like you can. Everybody came in the next day, in the class the next day, and they were just looking at me. I'm going.
So Victor Locke is saying we're beating up on him.
We were beating up on him. If we had to lock Cowboy fans, bronze sexuals, or the ever living, none of the above, because I'd beat all their asses and get out.
Good thing Cole isn't here, because he would have taken that as a summoning. And Cole, this technically don't count. You're in the chats, so do not. This is not a summoning.
Yes, it is.
Cole.
Yes, it is.
You better summon him when I'm not here. Yeah, see, I already see it. I got to prepare myself. I'm gonna watch it. I got a picture of her. I'm gonna prepare myself and burn. Oh, damn you!
I closed my eyes.
Because you knew it was coming. I caught a glimpse and I was like, yeah.
I closed my eyes. Thank God for that. Don't say that, Wise. Cole Sports is social media. He's probably hack into the stream and summon the ever living. I already did that. It is not a summon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Victor. And it's your fault. You weren't trying to stop it. You were bringing it on. Don't even try that with me.
Cole, see, so it already happened, Cole. The summoning happened. So.
And it's your fault.
So there's no need for you to summon, Cole. When I know. Because I already see your. Oh, yeah, damn you. Yes.
Oh, damn you. And of course, with that, I get the ever love from why. What did I ever do to you?
But see, I was kind of prepared. I didn't really see it. I caught a glimpse. Caught a glimpse of the mic stand.
Which led, of course, to the, oh, man, I thought I missed it.
Yeah.
This whole hour has been off the board. We're getting out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. Remember the Brian Snow Experience this afternoon, 3 o'clock with Rod Peterson and Clark Monroe. My thanks to everybody in the chat, to Wise El Jefe, our executive producer, Cole Sports, that man, Cole Johnson. We will see y'all tomorrow for the Football Friday. Have a great day, everybody. We're out of here. See you tomorrow. And for the record, I don't hate the Cowboys. Who the hell am I kidding? See you tomorrow.